This is part 2 of the Leave March that took place on October 31st, the day that Britain was supposed to leave the EU. I found it very interesting to read the comments from Remainers on part 1 of the Leave March that was shown on YouTube. Typically, all Remainer comments have been rude, abusive and most of all, sneering. They have called Leavers cretins, inbred, ignorant, morons, imbeciles, old white men, gammon, and of course the old favourites, racists and members of the Ku Klux Klan. Remainer comments then plunged to new depths, likening Leavers to people who suffer with mental health issues and have Down syndrome. Ever since the referendum, anyone who voted Leave has been subjected to this kind of abuse on a daily basis. And Remainers continue to shout and scream on social media because they just don't believe in democracy. The bottom line is they don't accept the referendum result, and they never will. There's been a lot of talk recently of bringing the country back together, but how? How is it possible to be friends and associates with people who have insulted you for 3 years, who will not accept losing and will not accept the democratic result of the referendum? The people I care about are the people who love this country, stand up for its values and believe in Britain. These are the people who voted to leave in the referendum. Let's see part 2.
Betrayed by MPs! Betrayed by MPs! Betrayed by MPs! No deal Brexit! No deal is better than a bad deal! To a European Union dictatorship. Nobody voted for that. British Parliament! Our democratic vote! We want it upheld! Out! Beach! Out! Out! Beach! Out! The people are sovereign, not the parliamentarians! Boris Johnson! 21st of October, we leave, do or die. Have we left votes? No. Theresa May, Judas May, the pathological liar. Stop this corruption now! Downing Street, we gave you the instruction on 2016 to leave the European Union. We didn't vote for a dodgy deal, we voted to leave.
No deal, with no deal, with no deal.
Boris Johnson's deal is keeping it, after the 3-year transition, it keeps us tied to a European Union superstate. It keeps us tied to EU rules and EU control. That is not leave and it's not democracy. We have had enough and we want to leave. Stop this corruption now! All Parliament corrupt! Disgraceful! Committed treason by signing the Maastricht Treaty. Why has he not been arrested? Gordon Brown committed treason by signing the Lisbon Treaty. Why on earth has he not been arrested? Treason. They have got no right to even having their freedom. Tony Blair, the sociopath, and his WMD's fake. This country has invaded countries to restore democracy. Who is going to invade this country to restore ours?
The terrorists are running their country. Sovereigns don't beg politicians, sir.
America and Britain have invaded countries to restore democracy. Who is restoring our democracy? We the people have to do it. Nobody's going to rescue us. We have to do it.
Boris sold us out! 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 Boris sold us out!
Corrupt! They've been EU corrupted! An absolute disgrace!
rich. Your time Soros and Rothschild.
Tell us why you're here today.
Because we did a vote in 2016, the democratic vote, it's not been upheld. Parliament's took it onto themselves. The corrupt MPs have took it onto themselves to deny our vote what we put them in power for. But now they're in power, they're stuck there defying what we've put them in here for. And all these corrupt MPs now are saying they're getting picked on and abused, but why not? They actually went in there to do a job and they've gone and turned against will of people, which is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, they're all corrupt. You get Prime Minister's corrupt.
Has democracy died in this country over the last few years?
Mate, it's dead.
They've ignored it for 3 years. They've had 3 years to get a deal. If we win in general election, who says they're going to respect that? They haven't honoured referendum.
I don't even trust the ballot service anymore.
So how's it been today, do you think, the march?
Yeah, I mean, it's been a strong protest. You know, there's several thousand of us here making our voices known. We're disgusted. There is a common theme here, is that we are very disappointed in Bojo. We don't trust you, Bojo. You are a liar. Only a few weeks ago, you were promising that we would leave the EU today, and it's not happening. Where is that ditch? Do or die, you said.
So,
and it hasn't happened.
Who would you advise people to vote for now in the next election?
Well, we need a protest vote because this is now not just about Brexit. This is about the contagion of the traitorous behaviour in the Palace of Westminster. We need to drain the swamp of our parliamentary system. And I think in any constituency where there is a strong Leave candidate, which is probably going to be a Brexit Party candidate, because whether we like it or not, Nigel Farage, who is I'm no fan of Nigel Farage, but he has created a party of a degree of influence, and I think it's down to the Brexit Party to give people the hope of giving the parliamentary system a bit of a kick up the backside. That's what this place needs.
Final thing, well, what have you felt about Remain politicians over the last 3.5 years? What damage have they done to democracy?
Massive damage. This is now more about free speech and democracy and saving it. The Remain majority MPs in this place, 80% of them in my view, have done irreparable damage to our country. They don't care. Their aggression to the people is naked. They are openly rebelling against the people. This is what this has become, open rebellion against the people. And this is why there's a lot of passion here today to protest that.
So what do you think should happen to the Remain MPs?
I think any Remain MPs in the Parliament should be sacked. And honour the will of the referendum and get people who want to leave in Parliament so we can actually get this done. No deal is better than a bad deal. Theresa May said that. Her deal was worse. Boris Johnson's its second worst deal out there. We still don't take back fisheries, things like that. We still have to pay the same fees as you'd be paying while in EU. So if we come out under no deal, we've got more money for NHS. We've got homeless war veterans on the street and people. We should be looking after us own before paying out for every other country.
Absolutely. And also, you don't get paid to be here like some of the Remain supporters.
So we pay out of our own pocket. People who are here pay out of our own. Any Remainers get paid by Soros, EU, celebrities even pay for them. We pay out of our own pockets. So the only way is see how this general election goes, but they haven't on a referendum, so who's to say they're going on a general election?
Yeah.
Because Labour ain't going to win it, and Lib Dems want to take no deal off table. We voted leave it, said leave or remain. It didn't say now turn page 2, hard or soft Brexit. That weren't even on the ballot paper, was it?
We knew there was
upset to them. What about the upset they're causing us? Does anyone care about me? No. I've given up so much of my spare time just to stand here and say, I'm right, you're wrong. I'm not telling you my name. You have to pay the price. We hate you because you lot give us so much crap when we come down. Just put in the right. We've done nothing wrong. Well, I don't know why you're sleeping now.